Hi, I'm Angie Kovachik, and I'm going to discuss the case of the undocumented immigrant Jose and the issues he may face regarding post-secondary education. I will also discuss the common good and whether or not our tax code and government supports it. Here are the facts of the case. Jose immigrated to Texas in 2008 when he was 10 years old. He is considered an undocumented citizen or illegal as defined by the government. He has graduated high school and now wants to attend Seton Hill University in Greensburg, Pennsylvania. The main issue is finding out if there is any type of federal or state educational assistance available to Jose as an undocumented person. Furthermore, we will also look at whether or not the U.S. tax code supports the common good. After lengthy research, I found that there is no federal or state law prohibiting undocumented immigrants' admission to U.S. colleges. However, these students cannot legally receive federally funded financial aid, which includes grants, loans, work-study, or scholarships. The federal government does not provide support for undocumented immigrants in the U.S. for college education. They will only support a K-12 public education for Jose. In Pennsylvania, Jose would not be eligible for state financial aid. The DREAM Act has still not been passed to assist the situation. Under the rigorous provisions of the DREAM Act, qualifying undocumented youth would be eligible for a 6-year-long conditional path to citizenship that requires completion of a college degree or 2 years of military service. Most private scholarships would also require U.S. citizenship or legal residency. Jose would have a hard time finding any type of financial assistance to attend college. Seton Hill applications also have set forth requirements for international students if they are not legal U.S. citizens. In order to apply as an international student, Jose would have to have a valid passport and visa and carry a full course of study. Now let's look at the support to the conclusions. In Supreme Court case Plyler v. Doe in 1982, states are required to provide all students with K-12 public education, regardless of students' immigration status. The Supreme Court's decision does not apply to education beyond high school. Section 505 of the 1996 Illegal Immigration Reform and Immigrant Responsibility Act states, "An alien who is not lawfully present in the United States shall not be eligible on the basis of residence within a state for any post-secondary education benefit." Section 7701B of the Internal Revenue Code states, "Undocumented illegal aliens under the immigration law who passes the substantial presence test will be treated for tax purposes as a resident alien. They can claim the same deductions as U.S. citizens if a resident alien for the entire tax year." Article 1, Section 8 of the Constitution speaks of general welfare, so let's take a look at this notion of the common good. The Constitution gives Congress the right to levy taxes in order to pay debts, provide for the common defense, along with the general welfare of the country. One of the principles of Catholic social teaching is to work for the common good. But what exactly does that mean? The common good, in other words, is not simply what people happen to want, but what would be authentically good for people, the social conditions that enable human flourishing. Human flourishing has an intellectual dimension that can be helped or hampered by educational opportunities or lack thereof. The U.S. tax code does not concern itself whether you are an illegal or legal resident, so much so that the IRS does not even require a Social Security number, just an ITIN that anyone can obtain. There are only two categories, resident or non-resident alien, and both are required to pay taxes. So from that perspective, these undocumented immigrants are treated like U.S. citizens and taxed. However, on the back end, they do not aid these same people in trying to better their lives and receive a post-secondary education. So from this perspective, it doesn't support the common good and are being hampered by a lack of educational opportunities that U.S. citizens do receive.